It's week 3 of the 2025 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bears.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Jackson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, here we go. In real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. The numbers a week ago for Chase. I asked him before the games, did you know that you were close to 200 last week? He said, oh, yeah, I knew I was right on the doorstep, just short of it, but a touchdown as well. Heck of a game.
I like that he was honest with you because they always know. They keep track in their head. They understand their yardage. But how'd you like to be the defense this week? This was a week of open field tackling practice because you know he's going to get his catches. The key is to limit him after the catch, put him on the ground.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They find some open field here. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30. Once again, it's Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
To the air, Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First down. Let's go now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go.
To throw, Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. There, force the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Williams. Fighting through pressure. And this is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw, it's Williams. Quick slant, caught by Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll swing this out to Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bengals hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Moss will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
That is caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Throwing is Williams.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Williams going to look to throw again. To the left side into the hands of Adunze.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw again.
Finds Kmet on the quick slant.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So, barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Moss again.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Set, go. Set, go.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shedding through the defense. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He pitches it out. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes to...
Back now at Soldier Field. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to.
Here we go.
They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
To throw, Williams. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Here's Williams.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go now.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jackson.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here we go with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now the Bears down by 8, a little under 1:50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. He's back to throw.
Able to find Kmet.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Gets this to Moore. He's across midfield.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
Here we go, here we go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
What's your set? Got
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.